everybody. Today we're going to do a video on the top 5 reasons to raise a family in Flagstaff. And I'm here with my friend and colleague, Kristen Smith at Academy Mortgage. And Kristen has helped me out today because she currently lives in Flagstaff, was raised in Flagstaff, and is raising a family in Flagstaff. So who is better to know about top 5 reasons than Kristen here? Now, Kristen is my lending partner. She works with Academy Mortgage. We have done a lot of real estate transactions together. And if you have any questions about buying a home in Flagstaff, Sedona, Verde Valley, Prescott Valley, you can contact me on the real estate side to find out about homes for sale, and you can contact Kristen to get your loan pre-approved so that you're ready to go when you find your dream home. But for right now, let's talk about the top 5 reasons to raise a family in Flagstaff. So the channel is Living in Northern Arizona, where I'll teach you everything there is to live in the northern half of the state of Arizona. My name is Dawn Dickinson. I sell real estate up here. And if you ever have a question about buying or selling a home in Sedona, Verde Valley, Flagstaff, Prescott area, go ahead and give me a call, text, email. My contact information is always in the description below. And this video, I'm going to also have Kristen's contact information if you want to talk to her first and find out about getting pre-qualified for a loan. All right, Kristen, what do you think? What would be the first and biggest reason probably to raise a family in Flagstaff?
I think one of the number one reasons is because it's safe. We have little to no crime. I mean, of course we do have our crimes here and there, but nothing that you would have in the bigger cities. It's still a good place to let your kids run around on the street and feel that they're safe out there. You don't hear about major crimes happening, things like that. So I think that's huge to have for the kids growing up these days.
Okay, yeah, that would be very important, especially when you compare it to major cities like Phoenix.
Yes.
It's only 2 hours south of here, but wow, there's such a difference in feeling safe in Flagstaff.
Definitely.
So, okay, what else are you thinking?
I think the schools, most definitely the school. So there's going to be a good school for whatever you're wanting for your child. So personally, my daughter goes to a private Catholic school there, which is wonderful, and I couldn't say enough about it. But there's also very good education with the public schools and many charter schools to choose from. And so they're all throughout town. So whatever side of town you're living on, you could be close to it. Or if you're, really want them to go to a high academic charter school, we have the Basis, which is highly rated. So there's all sorts of options for schools, and including even the kindergartners with Montessori, if that's your thing. Lots of different options.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What else do you think about Flagstaff, and what does your family like to do?
So I think, it's definitely a playground for most. So you can have, if you like the forest, if you're children and you like the forest, with mountain biking, hiking, fishing, swimming, even kayaking or doing the paddleboarding. All of that's right here in Flagstaff and easy to get to. A lot of times it's right in your backyard, or to just drive 20 minutes over to the lake and get your canoe out and enjoy the afternoon.
So do you think that's a good way to keep them from becoming couch potatoes and addicted to the screens?
Yeah, so I do. And I think that that's one really nice thing, because the weather, of course, is really nice most of the year with the sunshine out. So your kids can definitely be outside playing, and up into the evening it's still warm, and it's nice to be able to do that. Or in the winter, if it's not, then they're going to probably maybe want to go skiing up on the mountain at the ski resort. So then the other thing is I think that you have that small town feel still with the community. So we have a lot of different community events that are really big with families. Things like we just actually had the Hullabaloo, which is a celebration of Flagstaff, essentially. And you have bouncy houses and all the fun games. You have live music. You have yummy food. You have a costume contest. I mean, all sorts of different fun things for Flagstaff right downtown in that area. And then we also have music in the park on Wednesdays. Lots of families come and do picnics for that. There's just all sorts. That's just a couple to name. But there's definitely a lot of things to go on with the community, that you could meet other families with friends, other families with kids, not friends. Yes, make friends with them.
Make friends, exactly.
Yes. So it's just a really good small town community feel. And then of course with the university there, it adds to that. So I'm trying to think of, that was 4, right?
I think that was 4.
Yeah, and then I had one more.
Hang on, if you need to reset.
And then I was thinking the other one, there's so many that I'm trying to think of the best one, but you're also really close to other areas. So if you wanted to come down to Sedona for the day, you know, I drove down here today from Flagstaff. It was a zip on down of, you know, maybe 30 minutes, and you pass the creek and you can stop off there with your kids and have a day and a picnic and hang out at the water. Or you're close to Lake Powell, which is only a couple hours from Flagstaff. You know, go boating for the weekend or just hang out on Lone Rock, which is a beach that you don't have to have an actual boat for. And a lot of times people will go camping there or just go there for the day. And then, you know, you're close to Phoenix. So if you wanted the big city life for a couple days and go down there to do your favorite restaurants and bigger shopping or whatever. And then Vegas is nearby. So you're really close to so many different things that it's nice to have all of that, but then still be in the small town.
What do you think about, like, we were talking about outdoor activities, but is it the same in the wintertime? You know, when it's cold and snowy, there's still a lot of outdoor things to do with your kids?
Yeah, I still think in the wintertime, because so if it's not snowing a lot, say that week or whatnot, then the weather does warm up enough to where the kids can put their jacket on and still go out and run around and play. Or if it is snowing, then you have so much sledding available to go do, and we have a sledding actual area that you can go and pay to go in if you don't have a sledding hill near you, or you know, if you are living here, a lot of times you'll know those secret spots to go. Or this last year my daughter was literally jumping off the roof into the snow because this last year there was so much. But then you also have the ski resort, so you know, you can go up there and go skiing or snowboarding or just, you know, ride the chairlift to look at the snow. So that's really wintertime. It's going to be a lot of that, or indoor swimming, you know, things, but it still does get nice enough to be able to enjoy the outside area, you know, without having to be locked in and cold all winter.
Okay. Now, I think that's it. I think we have 5 good reasons to raise a family in Flagstaff. Can you think of any bonus reasons? I don't know. You're talking about Lake Powell. I really miss going to Lake Powell when I was younger. We used to go and camp. We would take the boat and a tent and go on the shore, and then the kids would play all day. And then the bad thing would be you'd have the summer monsoon that would pick up the wind at 2 o'clock, and sometimes your campsite would get destroyed by sand. But other than that, that was always like fun thing to do. Yeah,
so my daughter actually goes up there quite a bit with some family, and she'll go live half the summer there. I feel like, you know, just always going up and skiing and doing the wakeboarding on the back or the surf thing on the back. And so I think those are the main things that I can think of at the top of my head right now.
Okay.
But I have to say, being born and raised in Flagstaff, I am so happy to be raising my family there. And I wouldn't move if I even had the opportunity. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Kristen. It's always fun to have you in one of these videos. So again, my name is Dawn Dickinson. I'm a realtor up here in Northern Arizona. Kristen Smith is my preferred lending partner. We do a lot of deals together. So if you want to get in touch with either of us, and you can send us a text, voicemail, email, and we will get back to you. And that is always in the description below. The channel Living in Northern Arizona, I post videos every single week about these types of topics about living in the small Northern Arizona town. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please do me a favor and subscribe, hit the like button, and I hope to see you back here again next week.